friends, I'm Celia B and welcome to my channel. So Pokemon is a huge franchise, and I mean huge. There's 122 games to date, and oh man, only 35 of them are for the core series, so that means the rest of them are spin-offs. And we got a bunch of different games, the good, the bad, the questionable, whether it be adventuring through a dungeon, fighting in a coliseum, or going outside and getting exercise through the guise of an AR app. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about a game that we did not ask for, but oh man, it was addictive. So grab your camera, head to the last blockbuster on Earth, because today we're going to be talking about Pokémon Snap.
Today's assignment, photograph the elusive Pokemon. How do you do it? You're gonna be fast. You need a keen eye, the best equipment, and lightning-quick reflexes.
No, you don't. All you need is Pokémon Snap.
Pokemon Snap came out June 30th, 1999. I remember this because I got it for my birthday, and it was awesome. According to its Wikipedia page, it classifies as a first-person rail shooter simulator, which sounds accurate, but it's really weird to say that out loud. Anyways, you play as a kid named Todd Snap, that is summoned by Professor Oak to help take photos on an island of undisturbed Pokemon, which, by the way, is a classic example of Professor Oak avoiding to pay actual interns by employing literal children to work for him for free. So, yeah, there's that. Anyways, after getting a brief description of what your job is, Professor Oak ships you off to a Jurassic Park-style island to kick it with a bunch of Pokemon that might eat you. Okay, time out here. Hold on. Okay, so if you think about the anime and you think about the games, the number one reason that you're not allowed to wander around without a Pokemon is because Pokemon are literally dangerous when they're wild, and he's like, sayonara kid, go take some photos, I hope nothing goes wrong. Okay, so to Professor Oak's defense, the whole concept of the game is that the current inhabitants of Pokemon Island are wild Pokemon. So it would be the perfect place to study Pokemon, and Todd's 10-year-old photography skills are more suited than sending 10-year-old trainers because they're 10 years old. They're not going to resist disturbing the Pokemon. So it kind of makes sense. So there's a series of different levels in the game, but the first one that you go to is the beach. So you're sitting on a track, you're taking photos, it's cool, you see Pokemon running around, there's certain Pokemon that won't turn around, but that's okay because they're in the wild, and you have a pretty cool time. It's a good adventure. And once you get back to the lab, Professor Oak just judges your shit.
You were close.
After he's done with that, he gives you an apple so you can interact with Pokemon without leaving your cart. And as a kid, I thought this meant that you could feed Pokemon without leaving your cart and then make cool new Poke Friends and get sweet photo ops. Oh, but man, I was wrong. I was real wrong. From this point on, all bets are off, all Pokepals are gone, you go to the beach again, and you throw apples at a Meowth so you can get a sweet photo of him and some Pidgeys being pissed. You wake up a Snorlax. You go to the tunnel. Okay, cool, what's gonna go on here? Oh, not much. Just gonna throw an apple and electrode so he explodes. Flash forward, you go to a volcano where you throw apples at a Charmander so he evolves. And then you go to a cave where you throw, okay, so now that I think about it, this whole game is about bothering Pokemon, and Professor Oak's whole guise about, oh, a trainer's not gonna bother them, so he hires a different kid to bother him more. So this kind of makes me rethink what Professor Oak's motives were. Was it about taking photos, or was it just about being a jerk? I don't know. The items he gives you besides an apple are a pester ball. To do what? To bother the Pokemon. He gives you a Poke Flute to wake up the Pokemon. And then he gives you this fast forward rumble so you can bother them faster. So after bothering Pokemon in 6 different locations on the island, you stumble upon a secret shack where, guess what? Professor Oak is in some deep, crazy-ass conspiracy theories, and guess whose job it is to investigate? Yours! So basically, after you take a bunch of photos of the equivalent of Pokemon crop circles, you head up back into the lab, and Professor Oak tells you that you're going to literal space. Yes, space. So you do that, you find a Mew, awesome, great, you bother him, and you snap a sweet pig. And that's the game. So maybe looking back at Pokemon Snap, Todd and Oak weren't really nice to Pokemon, and maybe that's why we haven't gotten a new Pokemon game. Maybe Todd was the fall guy for Professor Oak, and he's in jail right now for Pokemon abuse. I don't know. Well guys, that's the end of my video. I hope you had a really great time. Please let me know down in the comments below whether you think that Todd's in jail right now, or maybe he got off scot-free. I don't know. Also, tell me your favorite thing to do in Pokemon Snap. So, if you like this content and you want more, check out my other videos. They're fun. I'm working on this. Also, make sure to hit that like button. I'm brand new to YouTube and it would really help me out. Also, since you're still here, please hit that subscribe button and the alert bell, just for the fact that sometimes I upload on Thursdays, sometimes I upload on Wednesdays, or maybe a Friday. I'm inconsistent. I'm sorry. I'm working on that. Also, if you want to hang out more, check out my Instagram. I'll leave a link down below. I tend to do lives on Mondays at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, and throughout the week I tend to do a bunch of posts and share a lot of memes, so that's fun. Anyways guys, until next time, I'll see you soon.